Hey everyone, my name is Candis Dyer and this is Canna Corner. It's broadcasted live on Mondays at 7 p.m. on the Candis Dyer Facebook page. Not my personal page, but the actual page, Candis Dyer. I know some people get confused about that. So if you want to get notified when we go live, be sure to hit the notification bell when you go and like the page, and it'll notify you whenever somebody goes live on this page. And that'll be an easy way to keep track of everything. I'm in the middle of revamping flyers and stuff right now, y'all. So I know I didn't share this flyer out, but we didn't really have a guest or anything. So I went ahead and just let y'all know I was going to be on tonight. Hey, Justin, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Heck yeah. So you can also catch Canna Corner on YouTube. I normally upload it that night, Monday night after the live over there. And then you can hear it on WJAE 420 on Wednesdays at 2. And then you can hear it replayed on KM 420 radio on Sundays at 2. So you can check it out in any of those places. Heck yeah, I will, for sure. Check me out on any of those places and see the show. So Canna Corner, if you don't already know, is a way for patients to get their stories out. People may not be able to relate to me, and I truly believe education is the key. So if I can find a story that relates to everyone, then we can get them on the same page. And normally when people have like a family member that's maybe got cancer and needing help with RSO or PTSD or just depending on whatever it is, then they can relate better to it and they'll listen more about it. And I always tell everybody, don't listen to what I say, go look it up yourself. There is so much research. They try to tell you that there's not enough research, but they lie. There's plenty of research out there. And it saved my life. If it wasn't for cannabis, I'd still be on so many prescription meds and probably be dead. And so it helps a lot of people. Yes, depression, it helps with that too, as well, for sure. It gets, I know when I get really depressed, it's hard for me to get out of that. So not only does it help me from going into depression a lot, but if I'm in a major depression cycle, then smoking it helps me to get out of it. That's for sure. And talking to people, make yourself go outside. I'll tell you one thing. When I'm depressed, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to see anybody. I don't even want to talk. I don't want to do anything. But the thing is that makes it worse. So you're going to have to force yourself to get outside, but get out there, do something, and you'll get around people that'll help pull you out of that. And it helps a lot for sure. Heck yeah. So we got a lot to talk about today, y'all. I know if y'all haven't noticed, the page got changed over to cannabis news and events in Texas. The reason for this is I thought pretty long and hard about it. And I'm like, man, what is it that I've been doing? And I know I recently stepped down from THSI. I just got too much stuff on my plate and I want to stick and focus on grassroots and where my heart is in it. You know what I mean? And for me, that is getting people's stories out there, Canna Corner. And there's 24 hours in a day and I want to do a lot. I want to do so much. But when I realize, maybe I got too much stuff on my plate and I have to step down from stuff, but it's okay. Best of wishes to them. They're doing a great job over there and I love each and every one of them. And definitely help them out if you can. Hey, love. Brandy's on. Brandy Patrice, one of the KM420 lady girls. Speaking of all the sponsors, shout out to y'all. We've got Roach and Bud now, y'all. And we've got Go Green. And we've got KM420 Radio. And the Edge Show and WJAE. We've got, don't miss anybody. I think that's everybody. Sorry if it's not. I did want to let y'all know I'm revamping the flyers and I'm offering sponsor spots to anybody. If you like the show, you like what we're doing, I never charge people to come on here and tell their story. I want to do that for free. Education is the key, and I want all that. But, it does take money and stuff to get things going and to do the things that I want to do. So for sponsor packages, I am offering to be on the flyer and to be mentioned in every show and get some advertisement on the pages. $25 every 6 months. That's pretty cool. So if you want to be on the flyer and you want to be a sponsor, hit me up and we can have that happen. Hey, Jeff, how are you? Also, I wanted to talk to y'all. Oh, I wanted to let y'all know about the cannabis news, the new page. I was thinking about this. I thought about it long and hard, or what I was going to change that page over to. And I'm always spreading cannabis news. Like anytime any news articles that comes out, I'm always sharing that. So that's definitely going to be on there. There's so many cannabis people out there, y'all, whether they be just people, whether they be groups that are fighting for cannabis, whether they be, a person like Mike Weinstein that has a wonderful product that I want to let y'all know about, and which is the Dreadhead Chef. So I share a lot of that on my page normally, right? And so that is what I'm going to be focusing on. If y'all go check out cannabis news and events in Texas, I will be letting you know about all the different events going on. Like I said, the news, whether it be bills coming up or laws that got passed, or education, all the time education about different medical things. And then my plan is, because there's so many wonderful groups out there, and not only groups, but there's actually educators out there that really don't have a group, but they're great, and people, I'm using my page to highlight those people. And my plan is that monthly to have like one group I highlight and one person every month throughout, the year. So I did want to go ahead and name off. Look at this, y'all. I started okay, all the groups that the good people that I know. Can I Work, Team Syntex, Carrie Cannon, David Bass with Texas Veterans of Marijuana, Go Green, Amanda Hughes, Adele Wilson, Courage and Cannabis with Dr. Bridget, Gift of Life, Canna Care Hop, KM420 Radio, The Edge Show, Russell Langhammer, Tanya Sand, Gramps, Walk a Mile with Seth, Roach and Bud, Sprinkle a Little Love with Trisha, Bob Smiley, Jury Hero, Mike Wise, Mike Robertson, Texas Cannabis Collective, Amberly Taylor with Nick, just to name a few. So like I said, lots of great cannabis people and events going on. And so if you want to know all about the different people to follow, and go like their page, and I'm going to be introducing you to these people. And if you don't know them already, and then just give them a highlight. It's good to get a pat on the back knowing that you're doing a good job. And of course, it's getting broadcasted on the radio stations, and other people want to know about it too. So that'll help. Hopefully do all I can to help y'all, since y'all are doing such a great job. And hey, Farah, I love you, girl. Heck yeah, Farah's great. Another one of the KM420 ladies. We got Trish, Brandy, Renee, Farah, and me. Okay, I know I got other things I got to talk about. Okay, Easter. I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. And I don't really celebrate the whole Easter thing, but I got my daughter like Hello Kitty Easter basket thing, and we just family time. I got to go over to my sister's this week and have a crawfish broil. Mike does a great job. That's her husband doing the crawfish broil. And so that's what we did last weekend. And then of course we had 420 and we had the Ed Show released the 420 special last week on Wednesday. If y'all haven't checked out the Ed Show yet, please do so. If I'm on the Mile High News segment, so lucky to be involved in the show. And so every week we talk about a different news article that's come around, and it's been kind of cool. It's been different. Learning and getting involved in new stuff, and it's been fun. And I'm really, really proud to be a part of the Ed Show. So if y'all haven't checked it out, you can go check her out on YouTube, I believe, Facebook, Instagram, the Ed Show. Just look up the Ed Show. And great, great, great person, great show. And I think y'all really enjoy it. Hey, Dana, how are you doing, love? I did want to let y'all know also about Jonathan Wall. He is facing up to life in prison on federal cannabis conspiracy charges, and he is held in a supermax prison in Maryland. And Carrie Cannon right now is, I put that in the very beginning of this, the change.org. She's asking for everybody to sign a petition, and if they can, to do, this is one I did for the wisdoms. You say, which one is this? What are we saying for this? I think it's drop all charges against Jonathan Wall, I believe, but I might be wrong on that. But they want you to put that on a card or something and take a picture of it. And what she does is she prints these off and gets them put in their court documents so that they can see how many people are supporting them. And she does a fantastic job, y'all. She's done a lot for a lot of people, and one of those people who are just doing something as a person, not really a group. So another person that I just love to brag on and say they're doing a good job and let y'all know about them. So Jonathan Wall, if you can, after the show or now or whatever, go click that link at the top of the feed that I just shared, or go check out my Facebook page and Candis Dyer Facebook page, and I'll have the link over there as well for y'all. And sign that petition, help her spread the word. I know y'all heard, I guess 2 weeks ago, Selena Sansoni, I believe was her name. I was saying her name wrong. She was going through a CPS nightmare, y'all. Corruption, so much corruption. And I know I normally don't cover the whole CPS stuff, not because just because I'm normally with the cannabis stuff, but CPS and cannabis are hand in hand, because as y'all know, lots of people get their kids taken away by CPS just because they smoke weed. And in her case, that wasn't the case in this, but that's why I was like, hell yeah, we need to tell your story and get it out there. I was shocked and what's the word for it? Grateful. I was shocked, grateful that a lady named Francisca Amedo, I think. Punish No More and Free to Protect is her Facebook. Not Facebook, YouTube. It's her YouTube. So go look that up. Man, she's amazing. She does this. This is what she does, is tell the CPS story. She says she knows millions and millions and millions of people. And she was watching the show and she heard her story and she rushed her in. And man, I know I posted that on the wall. I think a couple weeks ago after she hit us up, she had her come on and tell her story over there. I'll also try to get that YouTube link and put it here in the comments for y'all as well, so y'all can go check that out. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to her. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for doing what you can to help. She's not only getting her stories out there, but she knows how to fight this system that's rigged. And she's not even a lawyer. She's just an average, everyday person. But she went through a case similar, a CPS case. And ever since, she's been wanting to help all these people that are going through these cases. It was so sad. She didn't do anything, y'all. She reported a police officer for inappropriate text messages and stuff like that. And apparently it wasn't just her. There's several people in that town that have complained about this guy. But after complaining, man, they did everything that they could to to silence this girl, y'all. And she's not staying silent. She's speaking up about it, and as she should, as anybody should, y'all. The system, it can be rigged at times. And I'm not saying that CPS in some cases isn't good. If you're being beat and severely abused, by all means, those kids should not stay there. But when you are dealing with something that's funded, it's funded by more people it gets. And they're removing children from people who, for instance, are smoking weed instead of wanting to be on Xanax. Like, it doesn't make you a bad mom. Like that they shouldn't take your kid away for that. You're not endangering their child. And in so many cases, they take them out of the homes saying that there's abused, but they put them in an abusive situation that was way worse than that their mom smoked weed. Like, come on. And so my heart just goes out to Francisca. My heart goes out to Selena. Thank y'all so much. And I believe, I'm not sure, I don't want to speak on it 100%, but I want to say it may be her daughter that wants to come on and tell her side, but I'm not. She was supposed to call me today. She wanted to go ahead and speak. She said that she saw the show with Selena and that she wanted to tell hers too. So definitely going to let her on. I believe they have the same name as Nestor, so I'm assuming it's somebody from her family, and hopefully she will be calling me soon and we can get that set up. Hey, Garrett. Yes. 420 minister. There's another one. See, all these people we need to feature and let everybody know about, let them know who they are and what they do. They do a lot for the cannabis community, and y'all need to know about them and know what they do. And yes, God made pot and loves you a lot. Heck yeah. I love Garrett. Courage in cannabis, y'all. I know that y'all probably seen the past couple shows with them that have been in there. Dr. Bridget is over this whole thing, and it's all this book with a bunch of cannabis stories, a bunch of people. So I wanted to get them all on the show. There's a lot of them. So what we're doing is at the end of every month, this month things happened and stuff, but next month on the 30th, they'll be back, and there's going to be 4 more, I believe, people coming on. For sure, I know we've got, okay, where did I write it? Okay, I wrote it. It's in with all this. Kevin Green, Franny Tassie, Franny, Joyce Gerber, and Miss Adams are confirmed for the 30th of May. So y'all come hear their stories and hear all about this book, Courage of Cannabis. You can also check it out on the Facebook page, Candis Dyer Facebook page. I share all this stuff that I'm talking about now on there, so y'all can find it over there. And heck yeah. So don't forget, y'all, Wednesday, Mile High News on the Edge Show. We recorded our episode the other day. It was funny. My cat did not want me to record that episode. I don't know. We got Indy. She's sleeping right now. This little one right here, she is a handful. And she's just so sweet. But she did not want me to record. So, but it's going to be a great show. We were doing it with me, and then we were doing it with me and Wendy, and then she's making her show be 30 minutes now instead of 45 minutes. So now we're shortening it a little bit more, and now it's me. You're scared of cats? And now it's just me alone, and it's news, cannabis news. And so I think this week's episode we're going to be recording is going to be about Earth Day and stuff. I know we did a 420 episode, so it's just a lot of fun, and y'all definitely go check that out. I can't believe you're scared of cats. Garrett, I know you said something about you have a church that you're opening up. Congratulations. If you want to put your links of everything in here so people can find you, be free to do so. But hell yeah. Another thing that I want to talk about, y'all, is if you would like to be on Canna Corner, you can hit me up on cannacorner20@gmail.com, or just message me on Facebook, Candis Dyer, and let me know. Let me know what your story is. Maybe you have an event that you want to talk about. Maybe you have a cannabis story that you want to talk about. Maybe you have a topic that you would just like to come on that you're very knowledgeable about and you would like to come talk about. Definitely hit me up and we'll get you scheduled. We do this every Monday. So on any Monday at 7:00, same time, get you on here and get you going. All I need is a picture of you, and we'll get a flyer made and promote it, and gets replayed on the KM 420 radio and WJAE 420 radio. So it's a really, really cool thing to come on and be able to spread the news and educate people. That's the most important thing, y'all. I believe that education is the key. Once people get the dare stuff out of their head, and they were battered with it their whole life in school and their families and everything, saying, weed is bad, it's the devil's lettuce. So as much as that education was pushed out there, that false education, that fake news education was pushed out there, we have to work so much harder to fix that and put the real education out there. And that is the fact that cannabis is medicine. It helps so many people. I don't want to necessarily have big pharma to have anything to do with it. On my opinion, it's just money. That all they care about is money. They don't really care about the patient. So to heal you, they're not making any money. That's why they make so much money on this cancer Susan B. Coleman stuff. We've got the cure to cancer, y'all. Cure to cancer is Rick Simpson oil. I've seen so many people tell me I had stage 4 cancer and I had used Rick Simpson oil, and the doctors told me I was going to die. And here I am 5 years later, cancer free. So I know it for a fact that it does cure cancer. It's helping people. And we need to tell people that, because imagine dying because you don't know. I mean, I feel so bad. My grandpa, man, he had cancer and he had glaucoma. And I think of all my family members that have passed, like my mom that committed suicide because she was addicted to medication and had such a bad, life growing up. And I think that if she would have just been able to try just cannabis, and that could have saved her life. There's just so many people that I look back and I'm like, man, if they only knew what we know now. And so we got to tell the people, we got to spread the word on that, y'all. I'm trying to think. I got my notes here. You all can see what my notes look like. My sister makes fun of me because she says that, actually, speaking of my mom, she says I remind her of my mom because this is what my mom's notes used to look like. But she did good. She got the Vine Act going. She fought for that. And the Vine Act, if y'all don't know what that is, it's a victim, it's a register so that victims that are abused can go and see where their abuser is. Because if you don't know, they move people around from prison to prison, and then sometimes they just let them out, and the victim doesn't even know they're getting out. So my mom, that's where I get my activist stuff from. That's what I say all the time. She helped with that, or she got that signed into law, and we got to meet with John Walsh. I went with her to Austin, and we got on the train and we testified. And I don't know, y'all don't know a lot about my story, but I had an abusive father that went to jail for raping my mom 3 days after a hysterectomy. And that was after that is when she started fighting for victims' rights and of all that. And so, and that's where a lot of my PTSD comes from, is growing up in that family life. And so I love my mom to death. I just feel so bad that, that I couldn't help her and tell her about cannabis back then, because I think it would have helped her a lot. But yes, that wasn't necessarily something I was going to talk about today, but whatever. Education, right? Y'all, I have a huge story. I tell pieces of it, but to sit down and tell all of it would take a few shows. Definitely, cannabis has helped so much. I owe my life to it, and I want to tell the world. I want to let people know and spread the word. And so, hell yeah. Anyway, I think that's all for today. I think I covered everything. I hope y'all had a wonderful couple weeks. I missed y'all. And again, you can check out Canna Corner every Wednesday on WJAE 420, and every Sunday at KM 420 radio. And heck yeah, go check out my YouTube channel. If you can, please share. Hell yeah, he got approved for his church, but he needs to get a business license. If y'all can help, go to www.iamfoundationchurch.com and help him. Garrett's great. He's the kind of Christians that I love right there. I grew up in a Pentecostal home, very, very judgy. And it's just awesome to see people like him standing up and, letting people know that just because you smoke weed doesn't mean God don't love you. But hell yeah, I believe in God. I believe in a higher power. I don't believe we know everything about it. I think that our Bible things were taken out of it and used for a thing. Corruption. Why does it have to mess with everything? That's my thing. Why does it got to ruin everything? I don't understand. But anyway, Candis Dyer, Canna Corner, every Monday, 7 o'clock. I will have a guest next week, y'all. Sorry, this was just like I don't have a guest, but I'm going to come on and talk about all the things we got going on. I really wanted to give a big shout out to Roach and Bud, y'all. Go check him out on Instagram. He's amazing. And one of our newest sponsors. Hey, Dana, how are you doing? And hell yeah, if you are a cannabis group that would like to be featured, or you would like for me to talk to share on the page and stuff, y'all hit me up. Let me know what y'all do, and maybe we can get you to come on Canna Corner and talk about what y'all do and all that good stuff. Awesome. Well, y'all be staying tuned for the Edge Show on Wednesday at 7. Go subscribe and hit that bell and check it out. Share it. And please share this. Love y'all. Y'all have a great week.